Hey guys, welcome back to the Midweek Minute here at Hope Church. Today we're going to talk about worship. We've been in our Christianese 101 series, translating the language of the church for the past couple weeks. We've talked about holiness, righteousness, sanctification, and this week we're going to talk about worship. There's a lot of more details that are going to be in the sermon from this past Sunday that you can go back and watch, but I'm just going to hit an overview for you guys. I really think that we have taken something such as worship and really narrowed it down to something. And we've narrowed it down to just singing. Depending on what your tradition looks like, maybe you have a piano that's leading the worship, or maybe you have a full band with a guitar, or maybe you have no music. And that's what we think of when we think of worship. We just think of what we do on Sunday mornings. And in reality, worship is so much more. Sometimes in the English language, we have one word that we translate from 5 or 6 different words in the ancient text. And so just like love, you guys are probably familiar with love. There's eros love, which is like a romantic love. There's phileo love, which is a brotherly love. There's agape love, which is the unconditional love from the Father to us. And we translate all those as just love. It's the same thing with worship. There's 6 or 7 different words that we're translating to the one word worship. Just for example, one of them is like just a loud shout. Just a loud noise, a joyful noise made for the Lord. Probably one of my favorites, there was one, and again, you can go back and watch the sermon for the breakdown of all of these, but this form of worship is actually you giving thanks and gratitude to the Father before you even receive the thing that you're asking for. I thought that was really cool, but the big thing about worship is it's so much more than we've made it. We've narrowed it down to an hour on Sunday morning, when really it should be a part of our daily lives. As I've been thinking about what does worship look like for me on a day-to-day basis, I think one of the primary ways that I worship the Father in my day-to-day life is He takes up a lot of my time in my thoughts. When I'm working on things, or when I'm driving, or when I'm by myself, or whatever it may be, the majority of the time, my thoughts are on the Father. Maybe I'm thinking about something that happened at church. Maybe I'm thinking about something that I read in Scripture. Maybe I'm thinking about some deep concept of God and trying to gain an understanding of that. He is the center of my thoughts, the center of my attention. What I don't want you guys to hear is me saying that I don't have any sinful thoughts. That's not true. But He is the center point of my life. I can say that in this period of my life. It hasn't always been that way, but my heart and my mind are constantly oriented around the Father. Maybe for you, maybe it's you spend a very specific amount of time every day in the Word or in prayer, or even singing songs of praise without being in a room full of 100 people. You can do that. You know that, right? You can actually worship the Father even through song when you're not with other people. The big thing is worship extends way past just the Sunday morning service. Worship is supposed to be a way that we live our lives, where we offer our lives to the Father. And so are your thoughts, are they worshiping the Father, or are they worshiping something else? Are your actions worshiping the Father, or are they worshiping something else? Is your life revolved around worship? It's so much more than just music. There's a lot of ways that we see worship in Scripture being tied in with music and singing. That is obviously beneficial for you and for the body. Here's kind of the thought I want to leave you with. Whether it's worship at church on Sunday, but especially worship in your home, where are you at? Are you actively worshiping the Father? Do you even think about God during the week? Are you doing things to grow in your walk with Him? Or are you just kind of getting by and then showing up to church on Sunday to be fed for an hour and a half and then going home? That's not the will of the Father for your life. And so if you're at a level 1, just take it up 1 notch to go to a level 2. If you're a level 5, go to a level 6. I doubt any of us are a level 10, but if we are, that means there must be a level 11. Take it up that 1 notch, whether it's in the worship you do at church corporately, where you come together with the body, or the worship you do in your own life, in your personal life. Take it to that next notch, whatever it is. So that's what I want to leave you guys with this week. If you're a part of our church, we'll see you this Sunday. If not, we're Hope Church at 306 Burns Road in Carrollton, Georgia. Services start at 10 o'clock. Go and find new ways to worship the Father throughout your day-to-day life this week.